In this video, we want to learn how to multiply non-square matrix. Of course, I told you that when you have a matrix A, and then if the matrix A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. Now, this A11, A12, and the rest of those shows the position of the matrix, the elements in the matrix. When we have matrix that the column and the row is not the same size, it is known as non-square matrix. For instance, this matrix is 1, 2, that is 2 row, 1, 2, 3, that is 3 column. This is 2 by 3 matrix, as opposed to the square matrix. This one is called non-square matrix. But for the square matrix, the row and the column is the same size. Let's take matrix B. I will have that B11, B12, B21, and B22. Now this is 2 row and 2 column. This is 2 by 2 matrix. Now, we want to know how to multiply the non-square matrix, because the question we have on the board there, they are all non-square matrix question. And if you want a video on how to multiply the square matrix, we'll have a video on that. We'll drop the description below on the message box and inbox. All right. Now, we have the question that says that x is equals to x1, x2, and then y is equals to 3 minus 4 and 0, and we have 5. Now, the first thing to do is to check out the operation. Is it a possible operation, or is it not a possible operation? What do I mean by that? Find the sizes of the matrix that is given to you. I have here to be 1 column and 1 row and 2 columns. So this x is 1 by 2 matrix. Matrix X is 1 by 2 matrix. Let me check for matrix Y. Matrix Y, we have 2 row, 2 column. Matrix Y is 2 by 2 matrix. So we have 1 by 2 matrix multiplying 2 by 2 matrix. Now you need to check out that the column, the number of column from the first matrix equals the number of rows from the second matrix. And if this is the same, it means that the matrix is, the multiplication is possible. So this is the same, the multiplication is possible. What of the order of arrangement of the answer for the matrix? The order of arrangement, this should supposed to be the order of the new matrix, will be 1 by 2. The order of the new matrix will be 1 by 2. Let's do the maths. Now, let's open a big bracket. And in that big bracket, let's multiply the row with the first column. We're multiplying all this row with the first column. So this will become 3 times x, 3 times x1, plus x2, or let's say minus 4 times x2, or x2 times minus 4, whichever way you want to do that, it will give you the same answer. We have x2 times minus 4, or minus 4 times x2. Remember, you are adding it with this one. Now we're taking the next row, this one, multiply the next column. It will become x1 times by 0, and then we have 2 to that will 5, x2 times by 5, or 5 times x2. Now let's reduce the equation. So what we're going to be having now will be this times this will give me 3x1. Now this times this will give me plus minus 4x2. This times this will give me 0, plus this times this will give me 5x2. Now, What I'm going to be having here is that if I open this bracket, the final answer is 3x1 minus 4x2 and 5x2. Now, understand that these cannot be added together. So this is the final answer, and it is a 1 by 2 matrix, which means we are correct. And let's go to the next one. The next one says that we have those matrices there. In case you didn't get the way we do it, you can pause the video, rewind it back, you will find the way we multiply those. Now we have the next matrix X is equals to 4, 5, 3. And then Y is equals to 6, 4, minus 2. Now, how do we solve this? We are told to find X and Y. So that we have that X and Y. First of all, let's find the size of X. The size of X is 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 3 matrix. The size of Y is 1, 2, 3. Is 3 by 1 matrix. So what do we do? Now what we have is 1 by 3 matrix multiplied by 3 by 1 matrix, which means that it is possible. The operation is possible because the column of the first matrix and the row of the second matrix is the same thing. And the order of operation is 1 by 1 matrix. So let's clean up the board and let's find the answer. So that the answer will become matrix X times Y would definitely be equals to, if you multiply this guy with this guy, so it will become 4 multiplied by 6, 4 times 6. Understand, I multiply this with this. Okay? I'll multiply this with this. And I'll multiply this with this. I hope you get the multiplication process now. All right. So now we have, what we have again? Plus 5 times 4 plus 3 times minus 2. All right. So if we have that, all we're going to be having is this times this, that is 24, plus this times this, that is 5 times 4, that is 20, plus 3 times minus 2, that is minus 6, and this will give me 44. 44 minus 6 will give me 38. So 38 is the answer, and it also carries with the 1 by 1 order of matrix that we have during the process that we want to know whether the matrix is possible. So let's go to the next one. The next one says, it says that I should multiply y by x. So we want to have y. Y is equals to 6, 4 minus 2, and then x is equals to 4, 5, 3. So let's find the size of y. Y is 3 by 1, and then x is 1 by 3, so that we have 3 by 1 matrix multiplied by 1 by 3 matrix. Recall that this guy and this guy is the same thing, and whenever they are the same, you can continue with the operation. But if they are not the same, that kind of matrix does not exist. All right, so the order of operation is this guy, which will become 3 by 3. Now let's solve the mathematics problem. And let's go to the board. We know that the order of operation is 3 by 3, so we enlarge our bracket so that we can have that. Let me help you. This matrix will multiply this one, and multiply this one, and multiply this one. Take it again. This matrix will multiply this one, and this one. All right, it will become 6 times by 4. All right, for this first column, and then 6 times by 5 for the second one, and then 6 times by 3. All right, having done that, we go to the next one. This matrix will now multiply the 4. This is 4, of course, don't print it out. This is 4, and the matrix will multiply the 5, and the matrix will multiply the 3. All right, let's do that. So it will become 4 times 4. All right, 4 times 5. All right, 4 times 3. All right, the next one. Up next, we'll be having this guy minus 2 will multiply out the stuff. Minus 2 multiply everything inside here. Minus 2 times 4, minus 2 times 5, minus 2 times 3. All right, 6 times 4, that will give me 24. All right, 6 times 5, that will give me 30. I think 30. 6 times 3, that will give me 18. And then what do I have? 4 times 4, that will give me 16 or thereabout. Okay, let's confirm it. That should be 16 or thereabout. 4 times 4, 16. All right, 16. And 4 times 5, that will give me 20. 4 times 3, that will give me 12. Minus 2 times 4, that will give me minus 8. Minus 2 times 5, that will give me minus 10. Minus 2 times 3, that will give me minus 6. So this is our final answer. Let's go to the next one, question number 3. For question number 3, we have that x is equals to 2, 3, 3, 2, minus 1, minus 3. And then y is equals to, let me make a larger bracket, is equals to 5, 6, minus 1, 2, 2, 4, 8, 3, 8, minus 3, 5, and 3. All right, so this one I have 5, 6, minus 1, 2, 2, 4, 8, 3, 8, all right, minus 3, 5, 3. I need to be very careful with that. All right, I know that the size of x size, let me change my pen, x size is 1, 2. 2 is to 1, 2, 3. 2 is to 3. And then y size is 1, 2, 3. Is 3 is to 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is to 4. So you understand that 3 and 3 over here is the same thing. So the operation is possible. But the order of operation will be 2 is to 4. Now, I'm going to make a large space. All right, let's make a large space. Let me clean up the board because the order of operation is 2 is to 4. I'll make a large space. All right. So I have this large space where I will put in my answers and I will perform my operation down here. All right, perform my operation down here and put my answer inside here. So the first thing to do is that I'm going to take up the first row. All this row, I will multiply by everything inside here. So let's go together. We have 2 times by 5 plus the next one, 3 times by 6. This to this, this to this, like that, this to this. Okay, let's look at it twisted. 3 times by 6 plus minus 1 times by minus 1. All right, let me clean up all those space. This is 2. 2. Okay, let me write it down back so that we don't get confused. 2. This is 3. This is minus 1. I just needed to get the operation. This is 6 minus 1 and is 5. So that it will be visible to you. Please follow the process. All right, so we have 2 times 5 for this, 3 times 6 for this, minus 1 times minus 1 for this. Now what do we have? We have 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 times 6, that is 18, all right? Plus minus 1 times minus 1, that is 1. So this will give me 1 plus this, that is 19. That is going to give me 29. So over here, the first row, the first column is 29. This is also called A11. All right, so let's call this matrix A, matrix A11. All right, so let's get to the next one. The next one is we're going to take up all this row and multiply with the second one. we're multiplying it with the second one. Please, this is 4. Don't clean it off. This is 4. So let's do it again. So we're going to go to, say, 2 times by 2 plus 3 times by 2 plus minus 1 times by 4. Now let's reduce the equation. 2 times 2 is 4. This times this is 6. And minus 1 times by 4 is minus 4. So this is 10. 10 plus minus 4 will give me 6. Okay, I believe this should be 6. Remember, the order of operation is 2 by 4. All right, meaning that we are still going on the right track. So we go to the next one. This same column will multiply everything in here. So let's clean up the board. So we have 2 times by 8 plus 3, 2 times 8, 3 times 3, 3 times by 3, minus 1 times minus 8, minus 1 times minus 8. So what do we have? This is 2 times 8, that is 16. And this times this is 9. And this times this is minus 8. And if you add this together, okay, 2 times 8 is 16 plus 9 plus minus 8 plus minus 8. That will give me 17. All right, that will give me 17. But let me confirm it again. All right, this is 2 times 8, okay, 3 times 3, okay, minus 1 times 8, okay, that'll give me 17. So I have 17. So this one is 17. All right, let's do the next one. The next one is that we're taking all this row, we're multiplying with the last one, which become 2 times by minus 3 plus 3 times by 5, okay, plus minus 1 times by 3. All right, so this times this is minus 6, plus this times this is 15, all right, plus this times this is minus 3. So let's add them up together. All right, so we have minus 6 plus 15 plus minus 3. So we have this to be 6. So this guy there is 6. So over here, I have 6. Let me reduce my column because we are doing 2 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you get what we are doing. So that's how to solve this problem. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is that we are taking all this row and we're multiplying it one after the other. Let's start with the first one. The first one says 3 times by 5 plus, let's get a little bit faster, 2 times 6, 2 times 6 plus minus 3 times by minus 1. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 6 is 12. This times this is plus 3 because minus will cancel minus. Let's add up this together. Let's add it up together. 15 plus 12 plus 3. That will give me 30. So I have 30 to be in this column. All right, that's 30. Let's do another one. We have the next one is we take 2 to 2. We take 3, sorry. 3 to 2 over here plus 2. Which one am I doing? Okay. Yeah, here. To this. 2 to 2 plus minus 3 to 4. All right. This to this, 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. And then this times this is minus 12. All right. So let's add them up together. This one will give you 10. And 10 plus minus 12 will give me minus 2. So over here, I have minus 2. All right, the next one. That's the third column. We have 3. Notice where we are bringing the 3 from. Over here, 3 times 8 plus 2 times 3. 2 times 3 plus minus 3 times 8. Minus 3 times 8. All right, 3 times 8 should give me 24, thereabout. Yeah, 24. 3 times 8 is 24. Good. 24 plus 6 plus this one will become minus 24 anyway. Minus 24. Minus 24. And I think this will cancel out this so that I will have 6. Right. For here, 6 is my final answer. So let's do the last one. For the last one, we have 3 times by minus 3 plus 2 times by 5 plus minus 3 times by 3. This one becomes minus 9. This one becomes 10. This one becomes minus 9. And then you have this and this will become 1 plus minus 9. This is minus 8. The right answer here is minus 8. So this is how we solve problem that is non-square matrix. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.